The NHS is on life support, but we can still save it. The NHS balances on the brink. Debts are mounting, GPs are leaving, with doctor vacancies everywhere and a shortage of 10,000 nurses. We see waiting lists and ambulance response times lengthening. Mental health services are cracking under the strain. The NHS has never been so financially squeezed. No wonder the health service tops public concerns in opinion polls. So is it a crisis? Well, yes, the NHS is on life support, but it's nowhere near dead yet. Kept alive by its phenomenal underlying strength and the devotion of its staff. There's nothing wrong with it that can't be put right if we want to. Support for it remains phenomenally high, even higher than for the monarchy. 90% of people passionately want it to stay free for everyone, paid for from all our taxes. It's the most loved and the most egalitarian institution in Britain. Remember that when you hear maverick right-wingers calling for charges for GP and hospital visits, and remember it when they call for a private insurance system. The NHS founder, Aaron Bevan, famously said, "The NHS will last as long as there are folk left with the faith to fight for it." And thankfully there are in massive numbers, but it urgently needs more money. The recent head of the civil service, Sir Bob Kerslake, said that the NHS needs a rise equivalent to everyone paying an extra 3p per pound in income tax. That's the hard choice. Efficiency savings, always needed, won't do it. It's squeezed billions out already. And no, it's not enough to tax just the richest, not even if we force global corporations to pay what they still owe us. It still comes down to each of us telling politicians we will pay more according to our incomes. The money we pay in tax buys what we value most: security, education, benefits in time of need, care if we grow frail, and most prized of all, a cradle-to-grave NHS. There's nothing you can buy in a shop as precious as what we buy collectively together. So it's time to save the NHS.
The National Health Service has been called the closest thing the British have to a religion. Ever since its creation in 1948, it's held a special place in the national psyche, and right from the beginning its workforce has been drawn from all over the world.